Hey y'all, and welcome to the Southland Piper. I'm your host Tim. Hope you're doing well today. Well, I've had this pipe around for a while, and finally decided to try to start doing something with it. This is a 1954 Dunhill Bulldog. It looks like it's in decent shape, so let's turn around to the workbench and get started. All right, the stem's in decent shape. I've got tooth mark there and there, and then one there. The stem is very, very loose, so we'll have to do something about that. Nomenclature is decent. Let me see if I can get it just right so y'all can see. Yeah, right there. This one has a OX, which Dunhill back in 1954, there's the four, used this to identify bulldog shapes. It's a group 4, T for tan shell, and it also states tan shell here. I had previously reamed this pipe, and I don't see any issues at all inside the bowl, which is always good news. I guess the part that's going to be the hardest for me to restore will be this rim. It is a sandblast, so I'm going to have to do something to bring that back out a little bit anyway, because it's pretty doggone smooth. So anyway, that's the condition. Let's see, really not too bad down in the mortise. Oh well, let's see. That's pretty good. We still have a pretty much a figure 8 um, spot down. I want to show the shine the light through, so it hasn't been overreamed in the bottom, and it looks like it's good and open. Let's get started. All right, the stem is soaking in the oxidation cleaner. Put that to the side. I'll let it soak for about 2 hours. What I'll have to do is go down in these little areas that are the valleys of the grain. Over here, it's don't really see much there, or over here. So I'm not going to top the bowl or anything to get rid of this little patch right here. I'll just leave it. Well, I'm going to start with this shape in my little rotary tool. All right, I've got a few carvings, I guess, more or less, in the top. But now I'm going to use this rotary sanding disc to soften everything up. Well, I'll just say that I've added texture to the rim. We don't really know how it looks until we buff it. Now, here's another 1954 Dunhill. This one, though, says 48 FT. It's a Group 4 pipe as well for 1954, right there, so 54. S, this is for shell. And I haven't touched this pipe at all yet. And so, just kind of, I still need it to look like an estate pipe. This one's not, I probably won't do anything to this rim, but I think I've kind of approximated the look. So we won't really know until things are, buffed out. I enjoy refinishing and restoring pipes, but the thing I like least is trying to put a sandblast look back into a pipe. Number one, I don't have a tool to do sandblasting with. I'm going to use this tan, and we'll see how it turns out. The stem is out of the oxidation cleaner. You can see those tooth marks a little better now. So I am going to probably just put a little bit of a buff on the end here and then look to maybe sanding these out. I don't think they're deep enough to um, be filled with glue. We can see those spots a little bit better now. So I'm going to try to just file them out. The stem feels like it's got plenty of material. So let me file and sand these down, and then we'll do a little bit more buffing on it. I've got the stem sanded, so let's put it on the buffer. Well, here's the pipe. Dust. I am not happy with the rim at all. So I'll have to just decide if I want to stick this back somewhere and work on it at a later date. I'm not sure. Well, I've changed my mind about this Dunhill, this rim on this Dunhill. I've already wiped it down with some alcohol to get rid of the wax and some of the finish. Now, I just touched it again. So, I'm going to be using these bits, and I'm going to change this on top. I'm just not happy with it. We'll just have to stain it and see what it looks like buffs out to. I'm going to use this same tan leather. Well, I'm going to buff it and we'll see what it turns out, how it turns out. You ever been working on a project and you look at it and you go, oh, let me just do this little touch. You know, it's cutting hair, cutting bushes, or dozens of other things, painting a picture, and you just think, let me just do that little dab, that little dab. Next thing you know, you're just down the rabbit hole chasing uh, a look that you're after. It's time for me to say this pipe is done. I'm not going to chase that down the rabbit hole any longer. I do think the pipe turned out really well. Um, you can see the nomenclature really well. Okay, the rim. Um, I'm happier with it. Let me know what you guys think. But I think it turned out pretty well. Thank you for sticking around for this final presentation, number 2 on this pipe. Thank you for sharing your time and hope to talk to you soon. Bye.